Okay, yeah, let's get back to notes then. Yeah, so what you mentioned there so far, yeah, I just read so for yeah, so for previous things I've been using cover, how we talked about kind of struggling with finishing the limbs if your second DPS not doing as much damage, sure. And with what you did well, just playing your cover, utilizing it, hold position, chicken flanks to make sure it's covered. Nice. What about taking angles and such? I think something we talked about in our first session. We talked about taking soft off angles. How that's been going so far?
Yeah, that one's been good. I think that's like the kind of like the main reason like been having like really good games is because of that.
Nice. Yeah, great to hear. Okay, so soft off angles went well. Cover is better. Okay, and you mentioned that you struggle with what right now with finishing of limbs. Okay, a game's been from gold 3 to diamond 2, and sometimes it's a bit harder to get a balanced team. Yeah, so you got eventually got to diamond 1, right? As you mentioned.
I was like a game away from Diamond One a
Game
couple
away.
times.
I see.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's usually more difficult, I think, when we trying to break into Masters. It's just Diamond 1, really close to Masters. Pretty a good climb, though, overall. Going from Plat to Diamond, I think, is decent. And yeah, makes sense. Trying to understand what you're doing wrong, but your gameplay has improved drastically. Struggling to get over the hump or some of these games. So you're just not sure exactly. There's not too much what's difficult at the moment. It's just kind of finishing kills is the main problem, and that's about it. Or anything else you
yeah,
think?
and then yeah, like finishing off elims, and then like sometimes if somebody's like smurfing or whatever, that one's a little more. I don't know if that applies because that's a little more different, Like
Oh yeah.
when somebody like smurfing is, there's not much I can do, Like that skill set's way above me, so way out of my control, So I really didn't bring that up because it doesn't really apply, All right, like this person's better than me. Eventually, I'll get there, but
Yeah.
if we can't beat them, we can't beat them.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Yeah. There are definitely gonna be games where we're gonna lose, no matter
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it
of
happens.
course.
Exactly. Yeah, I think. Okay, and you saved few replays. Let me see if those are gonna work because there's been a patch recently, and if those are old replays just before the patch, I think those might not work. But I can check and check real quick. Okay, so for example, that one. Yeah, so it seems that because there was a patch on Tuesday, those are not working actually, unfortunately. Do you have any recent games, maybe, if there's anything? Yeah, what was. Yeah, why did you save those replays, by the way? Why do you wanted to look at
Uh,
those?
so those replays I wanted is I saved them because it was like some of the games that were a bit more difficult um to kind of like get through, but they were also like they were like very 50-50, but there was like certain like challenging parts of the game that were kind of like, okay, like what do I need to do here to kind of better at that certain game.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense to
It,
me. Yeah, just
it was
unfortunate the patch is just wiped those out. So, well, maybe any other games, if there's some. If no, we can also do a live game, try to play, see how you play, and then
yeah,
can review.
yeah, let me see. I don't know, for some reason my game froze.
That's okay. You can just take it exit, and yeah, just relog in and watch.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Yeah, it's not even letting me close it
That's
for
alright.
whatever reason. Try, let me see.
Yeah, 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 take your time. If maybe it's not gonna work again, reboot your PC as well. But I think if you go on Task Manager, I think should be able to kill the application.
Yeah, I just did. There it goes.
Yeah. By the way, sometimes your voice is a little bit too quiet. Maybe it's because your microphone is a little bit too far.
Okay, let me see if I can fix that too.
All right, try to speak. Or
Hello?
yeah, no, it seems okay.
Look,
It's
yeah.
it's consistent. Yeah, it's just sometimes it's bit your voice gets a little bit too quiet and it's hard to hear, but it's fine.
Okay, here, let me see if I can find the reset.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, here, let me see. Okay, here, let me send you this one right now. See if maybe you get it.
Of course.
Okay, this one. I know this one was one of them, and then
Okay, so this is Coliseo. Sure. And you want to send another one?
yeah, I'm trying to look at which other. I'm trying to remember. I think this one, that Coloseo one was straight A, and then this one for sure. This one. Okay, that's weird. It's not letting me copy it. It's like glitching other
Oh
games.
yeah, if there's a glitch, you just have to exit, I think, and just try to go on the replays page again.
There we go. Yes, got it. And then this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, those two, sure.
yeah, sure. Yeah, let's skim through. Let's take a look. About those people here though, is it the same problem? Kind of hard to finish kills or anything else?
This one, the Coloseo one, I think it was kind of like difficult, and then I wasn't really too sure if I should have been playing Cassidy, if I should have been playing Ashe, uh, and then also it was I don't know, it was just kind of a weird game, so I can't really put my finger on it, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, let's take a look. Can you see my stream just fine, by the way?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's watch. Okay, so doing some pressure to choke first, and yeah, I'm just gonna make this sound a little bit lower. Okay. Pressure the choke, pressure the surge. Okay, going up for dynamite, walking back a little. Right. Pushing up, taking space. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's see, okay. Can I actually so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was funny. It's like, dude, I was like, when is this gonna stop?
Yeah. It's just pretty much you need to go around the corner like even more. So you kind of wide peak a little. You just need to
Yeah.
be more to the right. You can actually finish them. You see, you kind of keep the scope shot, but your last shot should be unscoped because it's faster. Whenever
Okay.
there's a lot of pressure, we just fire in your 5 bullets and trying to finish that kill over here. Just finish the Ryan. It should be good. You see that?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, and then like my shotgun coach was like about to load, and he pins me like right on him, like right before like I can hit shift again. So it was pretty good. It was funny.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah,
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, like right on that second, I was like,
yeah, exactly. It's a bit awkward as well with the short range space where we ended up. I think you could have killed them, but that's alright. Okay, so go for dynamite. That's good. Big group of people, have the good position, also have covered, soft off angles, yeah. The first point, he just felt that there could be more pressure done around the dynamites, but that's alright. Okay. Dealing with Spacer, sure. Some shooting here. Put the attention on the Kiri. Yeah, so it's just, this is what it means sometimes. Maybe it's hard to get a kill or so. Like situations like this when they strafe actively, or
Yeah. Yeah, and then because of the Kitsune, I think it should like Kiri was moving pretty fast, so that one was a little difficult kind of to hit when they're like very speedy on.
yeah, exactly. So it's just, I think it's more about the target priority, to be honest, and that's something we just wanted to discuss. You, generally speaking, when we're trying to target when we're just trying to target something, it should be based on two things. So one is who is doing more. It's just, I like to say, who is being more active on the field, and another thing is what is killable. What is really killable to you? You can maybe kind of have a graph in a way. So the one side of the graph is what's killable. Let's say here it's what gets me a kill, and another is active. Yeah, anything what's dangerous to you. Overall, you should be kind of finding the target, which is over here, which is kind of killable, but at the same time it's pretty active. In theory, yeah, you should be ideally having, hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, you have the
Yeah,
active target, yeah, and the killable target. It's just a lot of times people tend to focus on the target, which is either this, so you might have this value where it's a really, I just say it's really active, dangerous, but it's not killable. So it's just really zero on the killable opportunities. Yeah, but maybe it's somewhere over here. Sometimes people also focus on what's killable but not really active, which is again not ideal. So you have to find this balance, really. And so see this Kiriko, if you're shooting them, what do you think about active and killable? Are they active at the moment and killable? Yeah, like what? Yeah, let's just kind of see. Okay, through the lens of those two,
yeah.
what do they lean towards?
I think it's kind of like in the middle because they are active and they are killable because they're kind of far from the team because the team is like towards like underneath the bridge and
Yeah,
Kiri's kind of like very much in the open, not the kind of far from that bus on that left hand side, so
yeah,
she can't really get to that cover as fast.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I think
So
really killable.
yeah, you can break down killable. Yeah, you can kind of break down killable on multiple things. Yeah, so they don't have cover. I think that's right. Okay, so cover is, let's say, no cover. Now, what about the other stuff? You mentioned the kitsune, yeah, the ultimate, the movement and such. What about that? Is it something
Yeah,
with the influence killable or not?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Because it's like the speed is way different, so they have like increased speed, so it's a little bit different for, especially for me right now, to kind of hit targets that are like varying from speed, especially when they're ulting and stuff like that, and then their cooldowns are a little faster, so like she could use that Suzu.
Yeah, exactly. So the ultimate just provides value, and
Yeah,
this is what can make them less killable, especially with all that those cooldowns too. And don't forget about the movement as well. It's not just it's enhanced because of the ultimate, but in general they're also trying to activate these waves, so it's kind of doubled. I think even there's quite a lot with the movement. So actually, I think there might be not as killable just because of the cover. It might be not enough. See, you need to kind of search for 2-3 triggers maybe to make them killable, if that makes sense. So you maybe see them, for example, that could be not good movement. Maybe they are moving in a straight line to you. They're trying to strafe, just like that. They go an AD strafe against somebody else. They looking. It's kind of, you form this 90 angle in a way. This is where they would look in this case. Yeah, so if they AD strafe just in the line for you, it's easier to align. Maybe they're not using ultimate as well. Maybe there's something else. It's just, we'll watch later, yeah, what kind of triggers I can add. But I think this is really important. Two things so far Yeah, corners. Yeah, it's 3. Yeah, even 3 corners, ultimates. Is it on or not? Yeah, even though it's not as frequently used. And another thing is just movement. Yeah, movement can also be something. If they're moving in a D-strafe towards you, might make them not as killable. And I'm thinking, if you look at it, what else could be more killable but active at the same time? What do you see?
Well, this guy, the soldier,
Tracer?
but they're like behind, yeah, Tracer. If I were to drop down, yeah, and then or even turn around and help for it with
What about Ryan?
Ryan, yeah, Ryan. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely Ryan. Since they're like alone too, they're kind of disconnected from their team.
yeah, exactly. So there would be a short period of time where you could actually shoot them. So see, yeah, what it's based on? What makes them killable here?
No charge.
Yeah,
They're disconnected from the team and the heals.
yeah,
Even the Kitsune is a little too far for him now.
yeah, exactly. So maybe you can also add to just identify who's killable or not. You can look at the cooldowns being used as well. They use charge, so they're more vulnerable. It's easier to kill. They're also out of position. Yeah, they don't, like we mentioned, out in the open, same as the Kyrie. So you have those 2 key factors already, 2 triggers, which could influence this. And active, well, activity is really active. I think it's really easy based on the cooldowns and just general damage, kind of. If you ever look at it, they doing something with the cooldowns, so they active. Here, they're also doing a lot with their cooldowns and been doing a lot with their ultimate. So that's fine too. Just potentially. Oh, by the way, sorry, they're not using the ultimate yet, actually, but they, yeah, I was, wait, there was, actually, I'm just curious. I want to see the exact moment when they're gonna do that. Okay, I'm just curious to look. Oh yeah, okay. It's just the effect. Okay, they've been actually staying on it. Yeah, so we're right. Yeah, ultimate is also influencing with the
Yeah.
stuff they do. Okay. That's how you think about the target priority. I think shooting the Rhine there would be much better. Shooting Tracer, not as comfortable. It's just because of the position of where they are. It's really short sightline, so might be difficult for you to push. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the moments like that. I don't think you have to target them as much. Yeah, see that for example. Why it's killable out in the open? They also
Yeah.
jump, so the movement is really predictable. Position-wise, bad. Movement's bad. No ultimate. Well, can be another thing. Cooldowns, they just use the blink. So,
Yeah.
makes them really killable. But they're also active, yeah? They're doing a lot of
Yeah.
damage. They just, right on the face, they're being effective with the damage. That's how you think. And just shoot them. Kill them. There will be cases where something I'll just say something could be really threatening to you as well, like the enemy widow, for example. That target would be really active to you, but not as killable because of the advantage they have in the long range. But a lot of times that's why you just look for the middle, kind of the middle graph, killable and fairly active. Like here, I think HP, yeah, fine, they're pretty killable, but to just make it easy for you, you see what you need to do as well right now? What do you think? Do you just kind of scope shoot?
No, I could unscope.
Yeah, just unscope. Just unscope to shoot, to shot. If they ever do the movement left and right as well, and they're kind of close to you, I don't think you have to scope in anymore. And in reality, there's even a combo you can do. You can just shoot, normal scope shot, and then unscope. So it looks really real quick. I think you know the combo, but it's kind of shoot and now you could unscope already, just to finish them. For the sake of the... Yeah, and you also don't... I think you don't have full off from here, just for the sake of finishing them fast, doing more damage. Because now you have bigger downtime between the shots.
Yeah.
See, it's just more... Yeah, I think something I'm gonna write down. Just mechanics. Yeah, mechanics. So shoot, unscope, and then... I mean, scoped in, yeah, and then unscope after. Okay, now let's keep watching. Maybe any questions about that, by the way, or...
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Maybe something what could be finishing you stopping getting kills right away. 2 kills so far you could have gotten with just if you unscope faster. The Ryan and the Kiri here. Because your scope shots are important, sure, but it's just this initial burst what matters. But then at the end, you can just finish the enemy with the rest of your bullets. Because getting kill matters so much. Yeah, so see now you can go for a scope shot first. Somebody shows up. And then we can finish them. Right. Okay, get into dynamite. Watching the tracer is good. There's a little angle we take, sure. Decent range. So this is where you can go for the scope first to try to unscope after. Right now you should unscope instantly. So right after the first shot, I think. So you don't take a lot of time. So just right now I think you can keep just for the sake of it's easier for you as well. Kind of move your crossing the right way though, so it works. But there's significant downtime. Yeah, like now is also it's one of those moments where you can do that. Sure. A little bit more accurate dynamite it feels. That's what we need to. You see this? Sometimes it's just your dynamite is kind of on the ground.
Yeah.
I think there've been a few times.
Yeah, it's just kind of like hanging out there.
Yeah, how you need to place it, where you need the dynamite to be to just hit the targets.
I use so I try to like aim it like kind of like more like towards like the center of them,
Mhm.
and then pop it, and I try to like get like two of them at the same time if I can. If it's just like a solo fight and just kind of to like put pressure.
Yeah,
Use it on
yeah. I mean,
person and
it's good to put in a center, right? But when you just try, for example, trying to target what's behind the Rhine, where your crosshair should be right now. You see this?
above the head.
Yeah.
Throw it over.
Yeah, it should be above. You need more verticality. You need to show dynamite more verticality. It feels too. It's just more consistent in a way. Yeah, of course, sometimes there will be cases where we can put it on the ground, but we're trying to just place it above and then shoot it a little bit more, I think. So by the way, good Rhines, what they will try to do, they will try to block a dynamite. A lot of times they flip the shield, go up, but because they do that, they also receive the pressure from the front. Just don't make it easy for them. I think they probably will not do that. Not gonna flick the shield as much at the rank where you're at, but right now I think it's something. Yeah, it's something you just wanna watch out for. Yeah, this one makes sense too, or
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%.
yeah,
Yeah, he definitely was like pretty good too. Like when I would throw dynamite, he was like pretty good on like blocking it off.
yeah, yeah.
And the reason I had liked this gameplay was yeah, we lost, but like that Ryan was pretty good in the sense of like making sure like a lot of the damage was also negated on their behalf.
Yeah, exactly. See now, for example, in terms of target power, it again makes sense. The Rhine's really low. They are actively pushing your teammates, dealing damage, so you can shoot them. Nice, good. Now you can choose the next target. Dynamite can probably want it. I think it's fine if it just kind of predict, but probably watch the commitment first and put it above for the sake of. So it's gonna be harder for the enemy to predict. We have to shoot it in the air, place it in the air, shoot it in the air, and it will be much easier because you dynamite it instantly. You can, by the way, activate it and push the enemies behind the corner too if you want. But yeah, just like that. Let me see. Yeah, this is more consistent. Probably again placement slightly more vertical, so it ends up even further if you want. But
Okay.
that's good. Can position on the angle. Yeah, a little bit uncomfortable position here. Yeah, need to go up.
Yeah, then I got stuck. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
a
I
good
got lucky on that too.
good example what you want to do versus the tracers. See, okay. Well, just in general, the active rush at the front. You first typically have scoped in shot ready and then follow up with the burst. Now you just didn't have time to do scope. That's why you just go for the instant unscope. It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, usually it's kind of unscope shots, and then, I mean, scope shots first and then unscope. Yeah, go for this. It's good. Good target priority as well. Probably want to stay there though.
Yeah. I this one there I did fall. I wasn't trying to come down. I did fall because I had my keyboard. I ended up like pressing W on it.
Ah, I see. That's unfortunate
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That one, I was like, dude, why am I down here? And I ended up dying because of it too.
yeah. That's unfortunate then. It's alright.
Yeah, that one, I was like, dude, I got that one I do remember because even like when I like died, I was like, why am I down here?
Yeah.
And then I was, I was like, what? I was like, fine up here.
Yeah, what happens? Okay. Fun pressure. This is where I think target priority is gonna be important as
Okay.
well. Let's see right now, what should you target? What do you see on your screen? Watch this again.
Uh, the Moira no fade.
Moira no fade. So should you target Moira?
Yeah, the 100%.
Yeah. Because the use fade, this is slightly more dangerous. So you probably have to watch out for them picking out. But I said this is, I think, almost, if they keep using cover, this is almost unkillable if they're not gonna
Yeah,
be picking out. Well, sure, let them do that. Couple of shots on Moira, finish her, and then later you can go back to this. Maybe you don't get the Moira, they get behind the cover, then keep shooting this. But choose your target priority based on active and killable. Active, killable, same time. This is
definitely.
pretty active to me because of the cooldowns, and killable because of it as well. They just
Yeah.
used a lot. Yeah. Bob makes sense, I think. Just the timing, yeah.
Yeah,
And
and then like they ended up like moving to the side, so it didn't really get too much value on them.
that's alright. The timing wise is good though, because I think they did use the Surgeon ultimate, so was decent, I think. Why not? Yeah, dynamite, finish them, sure. Right, at least we're trying to, yeah. Probably could stay, it's alright. We could stay, just play behind the cover. Okay, shooting. Yeah, this time unscope shot, but your team dies.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we all died there. Yeah.
yeah, guys
Yeah, I
have
was
to
like, man,
reset.
I thought we were gonna win that fight for sure, just because of like where we were at, and then I thought we were in a good position, but we ended up like losing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, fun shots. Yeah, see this? Fixing this habit. Go above them, and your dynamite will not be blocked like this. You just got
Okay.
eaten.
Yeah. I'm starting to see that. I just gotta throw it high.
Yeah, just go to the eyes more.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's more unpredictable. A lot of the enemies, if you throw the dynamite right at them, they also react faster. And maybe they do something. Maybe be
yeah,
ready to get behind the cover. So with above them, you distract them, and it's up better. Yeah, even there, I would just throw above more. Just more consistent. Because you have the explosion. It's a bit scary, but can work because of the ultimate, sure. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ended up walking into this, and then cause we were like struggling like the whole game, to like kind of like get the spacing between like their tank and our team.
Yeah.
I was like, if we don't like cover this and like win this fight, like we're not gonna get all that space back because it took us forever to
Yeah.
like even get to 78. So I was just like, this is gonna take way too long to like even get past back to like where we need to be because we were losing like certain like some fights that we shouldn't have lost. I felt like that we shouldn't have lost that
Hmm.
we did end up losing, and I think like so, I was like, we have to win this fight to kind of like make like a little bigger chance of winning the game, and then we end up losing this fight too. The
Yeah.
ultimate ends up crashing me out here.
Yeah. Well, this one, how could you play it differently here?
I
What is
could have
that?
just stayed up top and on that angle where this melon kid is, that Moira is at.
Yeah, I think so. This one. It's understandable though. There is a pressure to ledge the card because of the just how far, well, how close it is. Yeah, the line is really close. But even though we're trying to stop the card, when this happens, yeah, you just don't want to step into the Arisa ultimate.
Yeah, yeah, I walked right into that too. Yeah, and this was like the bigger like game shift in the in overall the whole match,
Yeah, I think
and then after
there,
that, he just got,
yeah, this is one of those moments. You just need to use your shift. Place Bob. You farm your Bob with scope, unscope shot right away. Don't dynamite. Bob point, and you win this fight probably if you grab HP
yeah,
back, especially.
yeah,
And yeah, I think maintaining the angle would work even better. I think it's more
yeah,
consistent.
100%. Yeah, yeah,
That's 100%. Yeah, this is what it feels like. I think you could have won the game there by
yeah,
changing your moves
yeah,
a little. Because there are small things about the dynamite. Shooting active targets, yes, sure. Active killable, I think it's a good one too. So for whenever. Yeah, attention on Genji was good. He was active, kind of killable, sure. Now shooting tank is good. Still gotta watch out for Genji and Surgeon. Genji might be, yeah, so they come from the. They've been going from the right side over there. Something to watch out for. Yeah, you guys win. By the way, wanna spend time on what review second as well, or yeah, I think yeah we have another 30 minutes. I think we can just finish this and watch the second one. Is it sounds good to you, or
yeah. That's fine. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah. I'm see. Yeah, I am pretty happy though. Like, even though like I like to watch the games that I lose because I feel like that's more of a learning thing when you
Mm-hmm.
lose the games anyway. But like from what I'm also seeing is like because when I had put in my notes, like I did notice like my gameplay has like changed like a lot, like me staying like in cover and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And so even like watching it right now, like I'm like, oh, okay, it wasn't like it obviously not great, but it's like a big change from where we first started, you know. Big
definitely.
change.
Yeah, I think definitely. There's cover angles, a lot of taking those actually. When this one is a linear map, but did take the angles a lot. Yeah, it's alright. They're using blades, so kind of did shut it down. Sure. Now moving up here, dynamite's fine. Yeah, they use fortify, shooting. Sure, kind of easy because of the map is linear. I think so.
Yeah.
It's easier for you to control Nash compared to the other. I think it's gonna be more consistent. It's fine predicting the Genji, but it's also consistent with the movement. They either go up or they stay down. So you hit your dynamite in the middle and you hit both points. Doesn't matter where he is. So he will not avoid you. So
Yeah.
don't just
Yeah.
low ground because there's nothing to hit underground, right? So we just
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so like even like with that, like little details like that, you know, that's like a big help, you know.
Yeah. I think you put pressure on him, he's gonna be scared and he will not commit as much, maybe, or maybe he will die. You know, so just make unreasonable decisions. At least your farm will charge. Yeah, I think the turning point was that fight before when we step in the wrist ultimate. Yeah, same
Hmm.
dynamite, same stuff on the dynamite there too. Okay. Staying up, shooting, dynamite's fine, but can go high up again. It's just the group of people and just the timing is good. Yeah, I think that's it. At least for this one. Let's watch the second one. Do you have any questions about this here, or
No, no, no. Yeah, you pinpointed pretty good stuff. So it's just stuff I gotta stay on top of.
yeah, let's watch. Okay, so this one we are on Cass. Do you remember anything about this one? Just what's been difficult and such?
This one, it was kind of just it was just a difficult game overall. Um, we just kind of got like steamrolled a little bit, and I just kind of want to see like what could have gone, could have we what we could have done different overall. But yeah, this one was kind of like a bit of a steamroll. It was just even like hard to like get in, get out. Like it was just a difficult game.
Yeah. So do take an angle to the side, short range, get close. There's some sort of downtime before, like with all these rotations, but the angle, I respect it, I think, yeah. It's good if you get closer, they push you, you force this mate to push you, reasonable, they use a couple of cooldowns, you did it with your flash. Maybe could have killed the Mei if you timed it better, but yeah, I think that reasonable. Now wait for the rest of the enemy. Yeah, exactly, this is what I want to do right away. Early pressure on the left. Yeah, it's good stuff, okay. May get rest, maybe wait for them to go in a choke, or... But we can shoot the wall, it's fine. You don't have to... it's just for the sake of the habit. They put up the wall just in case. Maybe you can
Okay.
get through, maybe shoot something. But yeah, it's just... It's alright though, not too big of a deal. Yeah, angle, sure, got a kill. And go back. Why do you... Why don't keep playing this angle? Why don't go one deeper? Why go back?
Uh, this one, because the May had said that they were like all pushing in, and I had just got this one, and I kind of was like, oh well, let me just rotate back to this way. Maybe I didn't know how far in they were, because obviously you can't see the characters in the game, like behind the
I can
wall,
see
like we're standing
yours,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know how far they had pushed in, so I kind of wanted to rotate and help out on that side, but the realistically, I could have like played that angle a little more.
Yeah, the thing is, you can see their hitbox, but you can see yours, and you can also anticipate. You see all of them stuck on a choke. They didn't even went through, right? So now we expect them to be inside. Well, you can see them here, so they either inside or they just went like 1 meter or 2 meters in. So that's not too much. But you see, what is based on? Yeah, why do we go deeper? It's especially because you got an advantage and you just keep playing short range angle, like what you did there on the right side. If you did play here, you forced out stuff. Yeah, and then once you just have an advantage, you can move a bit deeper on the angle, I think. It's okay, pretty much. And you can maybe flash, get a kill. I think you trade your life with something even. It's fine.
Mm,
You
okay.
don't have to trade though. Probably will not trade, but you have your flash, so it enables you to go aggressive. And you also got Kiriko. That's why it's more reasonable to go deeper too.
Okay.
But the main thing
Okay.
is just watch out. You have an advantage. You can move deeper on the angle. That's the main thing about those angles and such. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so angles, move deeper, if have an advantage. We'll talk more about that as well. I think when we do the tempo, we'll discuss the tempo with you, but yeah, it's pretty much we could have been getting that backline right now as well.
Yeah.
I think why not? Sometimes it's a little bit uncomfortable because Cassidy is not as mobile. That's why you usually take those softer angles where your team is. But if you got a big advantage, it's definitely fine to even flank more.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
just always watch for that. It's going alright though. You guys are winning. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is like I think that's the only only one we won, and I was like, okay, we're pretty strong as a team, and then
Why
we
they used the ultimate as a why? They could have
oh
kept the
dude,
ultimate and
dude,
swapped simply, so they have some
bro,
percentages.
that's the majority of that's the majority of my games. A lot of times it's why are we doing a lot of stuff, you know? Like sometimes there's no rhyme, no reason. It's just why are we doing this right now, you know?
Yeah.
And as you kind of like keep going through it, you kind of ends up like you kind of end up seeing like all right, like everybody's kind of like in the same space, you know? Like
Yeah, I
press,
see.
press the button, you know?
This one is interesting. Just to the lens of target priority, who do you think you're gonna shoot, the Anza or the Mei? Potentially.
This one the May. I didn't want to
Why?
challenge the Hanzo because all he
Yeah.
this Hanzo like he was like using a lot of those storm arrows or whatever they're called.
Yeah,
So he was
well,
just like spamming them down and he was like causing a lot of damage. and like when I would try to like challenge, like I wasn't like getting enough damage on him, and I was kind of like a little bit cautious of the one shot because he did like get us a couple times like on one shots, and I was like, man, this guy's pretty good. So
Yeah.
trying to challenge him, I was like, I didn't want to take myself out of the fight too soon. You know, I wanted to give us a little bit of a chance,
Hmm.
or give myself a bit of a chance to inflict some damage because he was just kind of like picking us off with
Yeah.
that headshot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I think it's reasonable if you watch the Storm Arrows. I wouldn't definitely just say if they we don't push them just because they have a Storm Arrow. You still can push them if you have a favorable space to fight. But right now, if you just compare killable and what's more active, I think this is more killable to you, but it's similarly maybe it's even more active with the angle because they're more separate. It's just we've also seen some people. I think there's been if we just go to your POV when you peaked first, let me see. Yeah, it seems like there's a Hanzo. Yeah, but we know there's a Mei definitely. So
Yeah,
at this distance, I'm thinking, well, even though there are no people, it's still in favor to you because this is gonna be harder to challenge. Just evolve the kit, how it works. If you really close, I think you could have, but at this range, I don't think you got big advantage now. So probably, if we shoot that Mei, then now what do you think? Even pushing her, just try to, I don't know, try to go.
yeah, I could have rotated a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
At
that's
this
funny.
target though, it feels, yeah, at least we need to just target her, and then it's gonna be easier. You also have High Noon. Hmm. Yeah, if you hear those guys moving, you need long range. It's unfortunate. Yeah, a little bit stuck at the short range versus the
Yeah.
brawlers. Use the ultimate, but yeah, you just don't have good sideline. Okay. Yeah, probably would be just fine. As soon as you hear the right side, create the distance with them, move to the left, and before, just more attention on the Mei. Okay, we're moving on the angle. Shoot Mei, sure, there's nothing else to shoot. Shoot wall, yeah. Nice, got the kill on the Moira, got trade. Okay, nice wall.
Yeah, yeah. This one was a little rough when that wall was there. Our tank ended up dying because of it.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah. That wall kind of like cost us a little bit. Our tank died there, and I couldn't get in, and there's not much I could have done there.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucked. I was like, man, I was like, why we wall there? You know, like
A little bit too far, I think. You gotta get closer. Yeah, so this platform, for example. Hmm. What do you gotta shoot there, too? Imagine if we moved up on the platform right now. So see you shooting this, right?
yeah,
But killable and active. What is that? Is it
yeah.
Janka Queen or no? Maybe there
If
are
I
other
would have moved,
targets. Hmm.
if I would have moved up, I could have definitely shot that Moira a little bit, or even the May.
Yeah, but it was better.
I would shoot here. I would shoot out of the two, the May or the Moira.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the Moira, so I would have just shot the May. But the
If
Moira
you
would be
see the
the.
Moira.
If I see the Moira, I'm shooting the Moira.
Yeah, but ultimate right there. What's more, so they're equally the same position. They're equally doing damage, but you see, because the ultimate is she's in ultimate form right now. Who is gonna be easier to kill right now?
The May.
Yeah, so you don't want to shoot the Moira. I think you just shoot the Mei, and we'll be fine. That's how you do it. You just go through the 3 years and you identify pretty much.
Okay.
And this is non-killable almost because of the nano. You use the nano.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be easy, but they're really active. Yes, they do a lot of damage, but non-killable. This deals a lot, non-killable almost. Possible, but almost really hard. This deals a lot, but killable at the same time. Even though there's ice block is not as big compared to the woods. So
Okay.
that's how that's how you go for it. I think you just to
Okay.
be able to track one of those triggers is gonna be easier each time. Yeah, maybe start with 2, then add 3. Kind of watch. Okay, position, cooldowns, who's out of the position, who is doing what. Makes it easier. And the platform would help too, of course. If you're on the platform, maybe we could shut the Mei first and... Yeah, this entire time we focus on Junker Queen, but in reality could have killed this earlier.
Yeah.
And then it could finish this. Queen is lost. But
Okay.
we spend a lot of time shooting the Queen. Yeah. That's alright. You can die, reset at the end. Hey, we got an ultimate, and now it's time to move to the next point. Shooting Junker Queen. A little bit tough because you're alone. It's still a bit late on the rotation. Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to go to this side on that ramp, and then she kind of like blocked me off. No, I just kind of got stuck like shooting.
Okay, they use an ultimate, fine. Good for us. They're alone. Not getting you while you're there. Nice, we got the Mei. A little bit awkward angle. Well, it could... Where do you rotate to? You have an ultimate. Where you should rotate to?
I guess I would go here with my team here. Maybe even on that ramp up top.
Yeah, so it would be somewhere around here, I
Yeah.
would say. Yeah. You see, you just gotta know as well how to move at an angle depending on situation. It's just with gas, kind of, let's call it rotation. Yeah, rotation angles. You move deeper if you have an advantage. Yeah, that was one. Another thing, you need to move to long range. It's been twice already. We have an ultimate and they kind of stuck in the short range space. You need to move towards the open a little bit more. Yeah. If you have ultimate, it's just... It's fine to start with the short range space, but later you gotta move towards the open. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just when the fight starts. You don't have to stay there all the time, but eventually you gotta get there. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit awkward sitting inside the buildings with ultimates. And you see him is getting killed, and now just cannot get value with ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though we kind of seems we tried to sneak, but it didn't work because they knew they saw you there before. Yeah, okay. That's alright. They use an ultimate. Teammates kind of die right away. Can't do much. I think at this point it's tough to use the ultimate. Not too easy. Yeah, have to reset.
Yeah.
Have to. Yeah, there's no other choice. It seems. It's alright.
Yeah, that one caught us pretty good too. And like I was trying to make it like what I've been doing too is I kind of just wait like for like the whole team, so like we're always like on the same page.
Yeah, it's fine. You can move in, but just do it accordingly to where your team is moving. You can kind of take your angles, just do your own stuff, but be careful with exactly moving with them.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, for example, your team is moving, they're moving from another side, but you're moving on the angle, you're another one short range. Your Mercy's with you as well, enabling you. If anybody's pushing you, you have the grenade. Yeah, nice. May get slapped. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I think we played it pretty well. Maybe just could be pushing initially slightly just second later because the teammate's been rotating to the main, but it's fine. It's usually let your tank to grab initial attention, so you will not be completely pushed out. But it was pretty decent. Okay, have an ultimate now. Let's see what we do. Just wait for them to rotate a little. Yeah, what do you think? Just to make it easy for you to get a value, where should you be? Why do you choose to be here?
Oh, I was there because I was sending a text message.
Oh.
I didn't want to like be up there and get picked off, and I was like, well, let me just shoot a text message real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't because I was hiding.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, let's say you're in the game then. Where you wanna be?
I want to be like up top here or even on that far right side to make sure nobody comes in and they
What's
cancel
what's
just from
better?
behind me.
What's better?
The right side here,
Right side? Why?
left side angle to get that whole angle in on that doorway.
Hmm. But let's say they're not coming this way. Then what?
Uh, then up top here on this bridge side on the by that post.
Yeah, yeah, we kind of can swap, but just initially, see, you cannot base your positioning just by thinking where the enemy is gonna go. Yeah, you can make some predictions, kind of, and then move, but because most of your teammates are on the left, you can just consider positioning slightly to the side. Yeah, just soft angle, no matter what. Maybe the enemy team goes right. Okay, then in this case you go somewhere over here, or maybe they go left. Okay, in this case you keep staying. If they are main, you keep staying here. But it just initially, I think it's always nice to form an extra angle, so all of you not stuck to the same space. Yeah, if I'm stuck here,
Okay.
it's really bad because we're not covering all the options. Yeah, we're not nobody's pressuring the right side. Yeah, nobody. So it's really important. Just control the map. It's easier to
Okay.
control the map this way. Okay. No, I think it's gonna be difficult at this point. It's just so many people died.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll wait in a little, and then from here your team starts pushing. Your Junker Queen starts pushing. And you can go. You can go now because your Junker Queen is going
Okay.
in. Yeah. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, look decent though. That the good waiting, just kind of good patience. Yeah, probably want to think about a target priority here though. I think it's
Okay.
fine to shoot the answer. Okay, they went out. Now this is more scary. Okay, actually we're shooting the Maya now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they're dangerous, but at the same time, something we can kill. Okay, yeah, a little bit more mechanical there.
Yeah.
Kind of, it's just small things. Okay, you gotta shoot, and then you probably just need to shoot flash, and then you have your roll. So it's just how many more shots? Wait. So how many shots we got left? 3, 2. So 2 shots. Yeah, 1. Okay, 0. So you use your. Yeah, I think you just need to play closer to cover. Maybe in this case, reload
Okay.
and then shoot normally. And then when they get close, you can do this recharge because you can reload when you using the shift, yeah? So
Yeah.
if they're really close, if they dodge your flash, they should, yeah, you can, it's fine. You can use your flash, they'll dodge it, but then we can right click them right after. So it's gonna be easy if they get that close. So see, you don't have to constantly fire. It's kind of similar to what I mentioned about the Ashe as well. Yeah, you can alternative fire in this case. It's gonna be
Okay.
faster. It's not as consistent to like try to. They're pretty scary right now. The projectile is the closer they are, the easier it's to hit as well. Yeah, it does a lot of damage to 170 for the headshot, so it's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. Oh, okay. The last push. Yeah, unfortunately, somebody dies. Well, we still moving.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Now, enemy got the objective. We're moving on the right side. Hmm. Yeah, what do you think? What do
Um.
you wanna? Yeah, anything to the better
Yeah.
here? What's your thoughts?
I wanted to push up a little more because I wasn't doing too much damage with the cast, so I wanted to push up a little bit more. Then so I could do a little more damage and kind of just start working my way towards the point. But we couldn't get past like this little area for some reason, and this is kind of like where I was kind of like confused on what to do on this point because I know we could have won this game too, um, if we would have played it a little different. And this is kind of like the I don't remember too much on this one.
Yeah, I think to be honest, it's also gonna be tough because of the just a lot of previous fights because you kind of lose those ult economy as well. It matters. Well, it's not only that, of course, but I think the part of it is that. Another thing is, well, if I'm staying angle, why do we go back towards this position? Why not to keep staying? Is it because of the Kitsune? They use the ultimate. That's why I kind of go back.
Yeah, because they were going back, and then I was trying to like get somebody like in the back to like see where who was like spaced out a little more, like where they were alone. And then I think I shift back to the right to try and get off one of the healers because I know the tank had pushed in a little bit.
Yeah, but just you see, you already picked right. Why not to maintain right? Why do we go after the Junker Queen now?
I think just because when we were here, I was trying to like kind of trying to like bait out that we were going to the left. So somebody would push left, and then I could kind of just push somebody that was going to the right to kind of like pick off somebody on the right. And this is why I
Hmm.
rotate back here because my Junker Queen ends up going forward.
Hmm. I see. I see. Based on our previous information, what do you think? Active and what's skillable right now? What are you gonna shoot? This angle or just go back to your Junker Queen and shoot the enemy Junker Queen?
I could definitely fight this Hanzo here, and then if that Kiri pushes up, I could fight that Kiri too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Probably Hanzo could be okay. It's also might be killable as well because when they're pushing this direction, you can just catch them off guard because they're already targeting your team, so it's not affecting as much with the movement. But they're also quite dangerous too. I think they're more dangerous compared to the Junker Queen. They're pushing the same space though as well, so we probably just gotta shoot them instead.
Okay.
See, it's just
Okay.
target priority there. I don't think you gotta shoot the Junker Queen, especially when you recognize they use the shout, so it's not as skillable. They're also behind the cover, but initially I think could be better to shoot the Hanzo. Yeah, Sombra dies. Well, yeah, have to give up space. The team dies, so might be difficult to retake later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. AMP. Yeah, get our ult just whenever you have the lone sideline. Well, it's okay try. There's not
Yeah.
much else to do.
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Can
That
move
was good.
closer, that's try to contest, move closer, but the
Yeah.
last fight, yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, anyway, it's been quite a lot. Just through the lens of the previous things, especially, I think
Yeah.
it's important.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good time if it's summarized. What do you think? So, just overall, what do we got out of today so far with you?
Definitely the dynamite higher for sure, especially after like rewatching the first game.
Yeah.
And then kind of like the target priority, kind of like
Okay.
sticking to it, instead of kind of like bouncing around too much. And then that some of the kind of like push up a little sooner when I'm playing Cass because I was sitting back a little bit too much. And I could have contributed a little more. And then mechanically wise, I think I could do a little bit better on Cassidy, especially rewatching that May fight because like she did that cryo pretty good. Like when I threw the stun out grenade, I had good timing on it and kind of just
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, about the target priority, so what is based on so far? What been the things we covered?
if they're active and how killable they are, then we
Yeah.
can go based off of that. And then if I have like a pretty good angle on that person character where I can kill them even if they are active, but they're not really focusing on me, I think that'd be big priority too. Depending what impact they have also during those team fights. I think those that'd be like a good like shift in like the team fights, especially after watching that Orisa kind of just ult and kind of like winning that whole game for them.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Okay, well, and another thing is just a little talk. Well, we talked about the rotations a little bit, just for Cassidy. Did we? Yeah, did you mention that as well? So what was that about? Remember when you have ultimate and such, what do you want to do with your rotation?
I wanna have that rotation so I can use the ultimate like with the longer sight lines.
Yeah, yeah, that
Because I
one.
did I did hold
Gonna-
I did hold off on like I did hold on off to with that ultimate for a little bit longer than I should have. But I don't really like depend on the ultimate for Cassidy because it's like it feels like it's not as effective. Like I like to use it usually when they've already taken damage and the
Yeah,
high noon just picks up a little quicker because they're easier to kill. But sometimes like you're just holding on there and it's kind of like in like an open space and you just kind of like get picked off. So
yeah,
like I try not to like rely on it. So I sometimes like forget about it.
yeah. The thing is, why we rotate into the long space is that and you're not getting kills with the ultimates. You just zone the enemy out. That's it. You just zone them out
Okay.
in a space which your team can push potentially.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's just your ultimate is just simply threatening on the long range angles more, and we choose to
Okay.
go after those a little bit more because it's better to pressure with ultimate compared to normal pressure because it does more simply. So we just want to find
Okay.
out to use that as soon as possible once there's an opportunity. Yeah, once the enemy team walks through the open.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can watch the cast ults. If you have any questions later, yeah, we can also watch that a little bit more. But yeah, just keep that in mind. You gotta keep an eye on the advantageous space because you got your cast ultimate.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, is there anything
Okay.
else?
No, I think that's pretty it. I think we're pretty squared off on the VOD review, and I think we covered a lot of good stuff. And then um I'll put some stuff to the side for you so you can check it out
Of course.
next week, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, of course. Sounds good to me. Yeah, use the notes in the doc as previous time should be good. I think yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.